Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now, we do in fact have another iPhone 18 calculator edition. But today, we're not going to be durability testing it like the other one. It's going to be our tear down. We're going to see what this phone really looks like from the inside. Now here we have our pull tab. For a brand new phone. Now, you already watched the video where we destroyed this thing and it failed the bend test. Now we have to do our next test. So here we have our I Don't Fix It and our Jerryrigeverything toolbox kit. Very nice. I suggest you guys buy it from the Jerryrigeverything store. $5.2 million. Now, from the last video, as we can remember, there are 6 screws that we have to undo. First screw out, and I'll be with you guys once I've done the other 5. Now, just before we undo our final screw, we do have to do the draw test. Now, even with a black marker, you can in fact just faintly see the residue that is left behind. Very nice indeed. It in fact even ruined the pen. This phone is truly a wonderful piece of engineering. See how the phone just destroys the pen. Wonderful piece of engineering. Now, while I chuck this pen in the bin, we have our final screw to undo. Now, to everybody that might think that this is it, no, we have to come in now with our heat gun to open up the rest of the phone. Now, wow, it seems to be our light has failed the durability test, and we haven't even done a durability test on it. Let me set that back up. Apologies in advance. But, this is just how things go sometimes. We might have to even go back for a second spin. See, the phone rotates when it's done, all on its own. It's telling us that it's done, as you can see. Now, we have noticed not very glass material, as we saw in the last video. Not sure what they were doing on that one, but we trust Apple, don't we? Of course we do. So right here we have the hydraulic system for the XYZ chromosomes of the armitage soldiers divided by the integer of 2. This cable, people might think it's for the battery. No, this is actually for the hydraulic suspension mineral oil inside. Not mineral, minimal, because there's not much inside. Now, we do in fact need to take the battery out to prevent any we just need to take it out, okay? So give me a second while I figure out the best way to get this out. Just figuring out the best way to get it out, guys. There we go. Gosh, Apple needs to work on their designs. So as we can see, it's our 10,000 milliamp hour capacity battery. Very portable, very small. You can probably find these in stores. Here's our plus. Because now might be thinking, oh, so this is the plus terminal, and I'm guessing the opposite would be the negative. No, this was an A plus student from China. That is actually what it means. So now we have to go deeper within the phone. So, well, guys, I do know what I'm doing. I just, you know what? Maybe we need to replace this. Get a flathead instead, so that we can like peel it open. You know. Here we go, flathead. We're gonna just go underneath. Put it on a lock mode so it doesn't make that sound. There we go, and just pry it open. Guys, I do know what I'm doing in case you are wondering. Go in with the heat gun, because you can never get enough heat. So now that the phone is crispy hot, we can just pry it open just like that. Now, as we can see, minimum damage, because we hate to destroy our products. So as we start peeling it back more, they must be using some sort of really strong glue here. I'm not sure what's going on. Look at that, even took my tool. One of our flex cables. This must be for one of the antennas, as we saw in the Pixel fold. Their antennas. Google Pixel. Just maybe think about that one real quick. There we go. Undone that. This is our Gorilla Glass screen. Look at that beauty. Ooh, very hot. Very hot, actually. It's actually quite a good screen, I must say. It feels feels better than it does when whatever. It's Apple, what can I say? But we do need to end up getting inside. Now, the best way to do this is probably just give it a little bend, give it some happiness, do a little bit of the iPhone Air, give it a little bit of a peel, give it a little bit of a hair twist, put it in a ponytail, give it a little pull, and there we go. We got our XYZ chromosomes off, as I said at the start. Now, the phone is not broken. It's just going through a rough day. As you can see, it's not broken, guys, I promise. It's just, this is the best way to get inside, I figured out. So if we just give it a little slow compression, just like that, we can finally get to the board. There we go. So here we have the motherboard. It has very nice connectors. You would not want to do this with anything else. But I am a professional. I've done this for over 10 years. And I know what I'm doing. So, this part is it's called the confabulator. And it helps the iPhone, not calculator, helps it, yeah, so if you have any questions about that, just ask someone else, because I don't really know. I do know, and just like, you get me? Then we have our yeah, this is actually the vapor changer. This is the vapor chamber for the phone. If we just slice that open, as you can see, this is the vapor chamber that they've added. Yeah, it's actually a strong vapor chamber. If you guys have any worries about your vapor chamber leaking out the vapors, then don't worry. It's not going to be doing that anytime soon. But what I really do want to do is just find out how we can actually get more inside of this thing, because it's kind of being stubborn. I can tell this phone is not meant for repairability, but you know, some things you just can't pick and choose. I'm sorry, you really just can't pick and choose what you want to do, what you want to be. So we are gonna have to get the board out, and there we go, the malfunctional engine 500. This is what powers it, because you put the gasoline inside, it starts winding up the engine, boom, 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 and then the calculator turns on. I mean, the iPhone 18 Pro Max turns on, and, well, that is the teardown. While I collect these pieces that have actually scattered across my room and my table, we leave the screen as a memory. On the shelf I have just up ahead, I will show you maybe at the end of the video, we do say goodbye to our iPhone 18 Pro Max, as it has indeed been slightly damaged. Few scratches, few scuffs. This just really shows, you know, you should really take care of your things, but sometimes you can't always do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next teardown and durability test, of course. Maybe we could do a durability test on something else interesting. Other iPhones, not calculators.